What's up, everyone? It's Blake, one of your student ministry directors, and we are starting our COMMIT Discipleship series. Have you ever thought about what makes you, you? Or what is most unique about your personality, your upbringings, your characteristics? So my name is Blake, and I was born in Olathe, Kansas. I've got 2 parents and 2 siblings. I'm colorblind by genetics. I'm 5'7", I round up sometimes. I have brown hair, white skin, and blue eyes. My pronouns are he, him. I love music, I love being outside, and I love to read. I'm not a competitive person, but I love checking things off my to-do list. I also love making to-do lists. I have lived in 2 states, I've gotten married, I've lived in 4 different apartments before buying a house. I own a house. I've got a car, Toyota Corolla. I'm very driven, but I get discouraged when people critique me. I connect most with God in helping others, in reading the Bible, and in journaling. All right, so that's a quick snapshot of who I am, and I could make a much more extensive list. And if I asked people that I was closest to describe me, they would probably come up things I've never even thought of. Now, why is knowing things about yourself important? Well, 2 reasons. One is that we are created in the image of God. And the second is that our identity is rooted in God. Now, right off the start in the Bible, when God's doing all that creating, God explains God created humanity in God's own image. In the divine image, God created them. Male and female, God created them. This kicks off this understanding that God specifically created humankind in God's own image. So God is reflected in you, and you reflect God. When we take this a step further, we see how God affirms how we are rooted in God's creation. Psalm 139:13 states, "You are the one who created my innermost parts. You knit me together while I was still in my mother's womb." This is another reminder that we are part of God's creation, uniquely made and different from the person sitting next to us, but that we are loved. God gives us a unique identity. Now, exploring all the things that God has gifted you with and what your identity is made up of can be a lot. I've been doing it for years, and I'm still in the process of figuring it all out. Thankfully, there is scripture that reflects on this. And there's also resources people have faithfully discerned that gives insight into how we determine our identity. I want to share with you about something called the Enneagram. The Enneagram is a personality test. It's important to share that no personality test can ever define a single person. Personality tests are designed to help bring out positive traits and aspects of our personality, as well as dig a little bit deeper into how we think, respond, and act. Here's a quick overview. After you take an online test, you are given an Enneagram number. There are 9 to be exact. See which one describes you the best. Number 1, the reformer. The rational, idealistic type, principled, purposeful, self-controlled, and perfectionist. All right, number 2, the helper. The caring, interpersonal type. Demonstrative, generous, people-pleasing, and possessive. 3, the achiever. The success-oriented, pragmatic type. Adaptive, excelling, driven, and image-conscious. 4, the individualist. The sensitive, withdrawn type. Expressive, dramatic, self-absorbed, and temperamental. 5, the investigator. The intense, cerebral type, perceptive, innovative, secretive, and isolated. 6, the loyalist. The committed, security-oriented type. Engaging, responsible, anxious, and suspicious. 7, the enthusiast. The busy, fun-loving type. Spontaneous, versatile, distractible, and scattered. 8, the challenger. The powerful, domineering type. Self-confident, decisive, willful, and confrontational. And 9, the peacemaker. The easygoing, self-effacing type. Receptive, reassuring, agreeable, and complacent. Did any of those stand out to you, and did you think, yep, that's me? So I'm a 3 on the Enneagram, the achiever. I think it's pretty spot on. I've taken this test a few times in my life. I actually used to be a 2, the helper, but over time it's kind of shifted a bit to the 3. There's also all this stuff about a wing number, like check this out. There's also all of this being connected in what looks like a circle. Now hang tight, we will get there. You have the chance to explore the Enneagram on a deeper level. But know this, it is one tool among many that helps us discern who we are. Like I mentioned, personality tests are designed to help bring out positive traits and aspects of our personality, as well as provide deeper insight into how we might think, respond, and act. I encourage you to be open to it, and know that not everything about this will be 100% accurate to who you are. Once we start to figure out our traits and characteristics that are unique to our identity, then we will ask the question, how does my faith connect to it? How can my Enneagram connect to my faith experience? Like we mentioned, we are all created in the image of God, and our identity is rooted in God. The beauty in that is that we are not all the same. We all experience a relationship with God differently. When we can start piecing our identity with our faith, then we can share faith with others and help explain people that the good news of Jesus has something to offer.